Good day, RGV. Today on Valley Pura Vida, we've got a lot to discuss. Okay, we're going to be talking about how e-bikes could possibly help save you money on transportation. We've got amazing info on this year's Fill the Bus initiative to benefit Valley students and how we can help. Plus, what is there to do in the Valley? Well, we're breaking it all down for you on the show. Fun places for you to check out. There's a lot going on, so don't go anywhere. Valley Pura Vida starts right now. Hi there, and thanks again for joining us today. I'm your host, Danielle Banda. So, did you know that 75% of people said that they actually would consider changing their transportation methods if prices surpassed at least $5 of an increase? And now that gas prices have definitely passed that mark, it seems lots of folks are now trying out e-bikes as an alternative way to get around. But what exactly are e-bikes, and how can we switch over so that we can spend less on gas every month? Well, we're speaking with an expert today to learn all about that information.
Well, e-bikes are a great tool to save money on transportation. They're more affordable and a very reliable form of transportation, and they're better for the environment. They reduce our reliance on cars. So that's what a lot of our customers are saying, and they're saving a lot of money at the pump, and that's because an electric bike costs about 9 cents to charge, and you can go 45 miles on a single charge. The ways that e-bikes reduce consumer costs are many. So one, I would say parking fees. The average American spends about $3,000 a year on parking. The other one is if you take rideshare very often, the prices to take rideshare have increased 92% over just the last few years. So that's costing a lot more too. Then e-bikes have much lower maintenance costs. And then if you compare an e-bike to buying an electric pickup truck, for example, an electric pickup truck starts at $40,000, and so that as well, you get into a rad power bike for less than $1,500, and so just right there, it enables a lot more people to go electric. Well, one of my favorite parts about an e-bike is that you can use it like a car and run errands and groceries and take your dog. We have dog carriers that fit on our rad power bikes, and so you have that technical, like day-to-day benefit, the utilitarian benefit, but there's also this huge benefit to your health too, because you're moving your body and getting some exercise. You're outdoors, so I think it helps mental health as well. So that's what our customers call the rad grin that they get on their face after they try their first e-bike ride. So I hope everybody learned something today. We have more than 460,000 customers out riding their electric bikes to save money at the pump and get some more exercise. And so we hope you can join us. You can learn more about Rad Power Bikes at radpowerbikes.com. And thanks for all, and see you out there riding.
And speaking of bike riding, let's go ahead and learn just a little bit more about it. So according to BillboneBikeLaw.com, it seems that the longest tandem bike was able to hold 35 people on it, and it was over 20 meters long. Wow. The site also says that you could fit about 15 regular bikes in the same space that one car could occupy. And apparently it's about 20 times cheaper to keep up with a bike as a regular means of transportation, which is very comparable to a car. And the site says that if there were a case in which the number of bicycles somehow tripled, well, then the rate of motorist-cyclist accidents would of course be cut in half. And the world apparently creates about 100 million bikes every single year. There's a lot of bikes out there. The site says that businesses and companies have really made a profit on the bike industry, and that the number of bike riders has gone up over the last 30 years. And the word bicycle itself was only a known word around the 1860s. And of course later, bikes were so popular, so much so that the Tour de France became established in 1903. And with so many people riding bikes, for fun and for sport, it makes you wonder, who was the fastest bike rider ever? Well, the site says that there are twice as many bikes in the world as there are cars, which is interesting. You'll have to stay tuned for that last one. And that's on a global scale, of course. The site says that in China alone, there are over 500 million bikes that are manufactured. Here in the United States, specifically, according to the site, people use their bikes for at least 1 out of every 100 trips that they're going to make going somewhere. So maybe consider riding a bike to work or school if you can. And speaking of school, we're so excited also to introduce you to this next story because it's our chance to help give back to our local Valley students. We're talking about the Fill the Bus initiative, and it's all part of a partnership that one local business has with HEB and others in an effort to help drive $15,000 worth of school supply donations. Main Event is even giving 60-minute free play cards for any backpack that you donate for this cause or for $10 worth of donations. So here's more on how you can help lend a hand in their mission.
My name is Melissa Tejada. I'm the sales manager for Main Event in Brownsville. The partnership that we have with the RGB Food Bank is something that goes back back to when Main Event came back first to the community here in the Rio Grande Valley, first with our FAR location, and we have been able to work together with them to support their initiatives to drive food security in our community since then. And that's through volunteering and donations, sponsorships, as well as doing food drives there locally in center. So we look forward to having that same impact here in Brownsville. So the Food Bank of the Rio Grande Valley benefits everyone, right? Everyone that needs it. The great thing about what the Food Bank does is that they help those in need, and that can change depending on the situation. So they have programs for elderly with their elderly commodity program. They have a food pantry at the local university at UTRGV that benefits students. So one reason that we really are very strong in supporting this organization is because we know that their reach is very big and that it reaches all of the community. So with the opening of Main Event Brownsville, we are looking to strengthen our partnership with the food bank by in a few different ways. Starting in July, as early as opening day, we will be collecting school supplies all through August here in Center. Any time of the day, if you want to bring in some school supplies, we will gladly take them, and that will go towards the school for school tools program, which benefits the schools in our community that most need it through the teachers that come out to the food bank and get those school supplies. We also are super excited to once again be partnering with the food bank in the Fill the Bus initiative with HEB.
All right, well, it's time now to take a commercial break, and then we've got to look at your local weather updates. But stay tuned because Valley Pura Vida is going to be right back. And we'll be talking about different things that you can do with the family, fun places to visit. Plus, we'll take a look at the city of Harlingen, all that they have to offer, that info, plus more after the break.